Let's see what all's in the Love from Lizi Sunshine Rodeo kit and then have some fun making a project with it. Hey, it's Beth. Welcome. Today I have the Sunshine Rodeo card kit from Love from Lizi. It's the July 2026 card kit and it is just super fun. It's a combination. You've got your rodeo, so your horses and your kind of cowboy, cowgirl images. But then you also have sunflowers, which are my favorite. And you got the combination, it's cute, these little saloon doors, like the old-timey saloons. So it has very much like a old Western feel with the sunflowers added into it. So just a very unique and fun collection of patterns. And then along with the kit, we have the ephemera that we'll come back to so I can spread it out. There's the stamp set, and you have like a little cowgirl image. You get those fun saloon doors, a skull, and the sentiments are: hope your birthday is one heck of a hoedown. Giddy up, it's party time. Another year wilder. Saddle up, sunshine. That's one of my favorites. Yeehaw, stay wild, darling, and howdy, partner. So you get a good combination of images and sentiments to use. We have some dark green heart peel-offs to go with the collection. And in the kit, you also do get a few kind of specialty, I don't want to say fabrics, but like textile kind of things. Like here's like some self-adhesive cork. We have the cowhide print, kind of like on a canvas, and then a little bit of an old worn leathery type material as well. You get a variety of cardstock colors that coordinate with the colors in the pattern paper. And then you get kind of a little bag of extra goodies just to kind of help embellish what you make with your card kit. So this fun kind of geometric Western pattern. It's a nice thick burlappy type ribbon. You've got some green sheer stripe ribbon, cactus, and then just a gold shimmery sheer ribbon. And then these cute little yellow gingham bows. And then there are some little gold cowboy hats, boots, horseshoes, little charms. And then there's also some colored charms. Got cowgirl, the cowboy hats. That one says cowboy, cacti, and then the little steer heads with sunflowers and black. And you get some tiny little cow stickers. They're kind of clear stickers. And then the die set with this one, it's a fence, like a wooden fence row, and then some greenery. So you can use that to embellish your projects. And then we have the ephemera. So I will kind of spread it out on this yellow cardstock here. There's always a variety of like girls in the thing. So you get, you know, it's the same pose, but you have like a variety of, you know, girl with hair color, skin color, and all that. Sign, greenery, sunflowers, howdy, boots, the steer head, and you get a cute little horse with sunflower, another horse, wanted, a money bag, a lasso, These are fun. So you get a fun variety of ephemera to embellish your cards as well. So that's what came in the kit. And then I did get a few add-ons to go along with that. And ones I got were the Sunshine Rodeo Pinstripe pack. So you've got like the brown with the gold metallic, and then like a champagne color with the gold edging, and then a glittery green. And the variety, the Sunshine Rodeo variety peel off pack. So you've got like the red hearts, like the red heart chain kind of. There is the yellow, like a yellow glittery diamond pattern, brown hearts, and then the green stripe peel off, light green stripe peel off. And then this is the Sunshine Rodeo specialty cardstock pack. So you've got like a kind of olivey green mirror cardstock. There's a black shiny cardstock, and then you have 3 pieces of the glitter, and this is like, you don't even feel the glitter. It's like, you know, not loose at all. There's light blue, a white, and a green, and then you get some gold cardstock as well. So some great add-ons to go with the kit. So that is what I received, and now let's have some fun with it. We're going to create a 3-inch Post-it note holder today. So I'm grabbing out the pale yellow cardstock from the card kit, and I'm cutting it down to 3 1/4 by 7 inches. And I like that the cardstock is pretty heavy duty, so it'll be nice and sturdy for this. And then I'm going to score it at 3 1/4 inches from both sides on the long side. So that gives us like a little seam in the center there, and that will be the spine of the holder. This is just a really simple, basic Post-it note holder. I didn't necessarily create this, but I have seen it all over Pinterest in different variations. And then I'm going to take my pattern paper and cut it down into 2 3 by 3 inch squares, and that is going to cover the front and the back of our holder for us. And then I am wanting to bring in some of the ribbon from the kit, so I'm just kind of auditioning here, seeing if my idea is going to work out, and then can work on actually getting the cover decorated. I'm just applying some wet glue to the back of our 3-inch square pieces, and then, like I said, those will go on the front and back cover. And I chose the kind of brown malt. It's like a variety pattern. It's got like rodeo patterns and some sunflowers and stuff in it. And then I'm taking one of the scrap pieces and I'm cutting, it's like 3/8 of an inch by 3 inch strip that I'm going to put on the spine. And then the full outside will be decorated with pattern paper. And then I'm going to bring in some of that like kind of jade green ribbon. It's got like a little bit of sheer, it's got a sheer border on it. And then I want to bring in another layer of ribbon as well. Thought about the cactus, but decided on going with that gold glittery sheer ribbon. And then I'm just going to use some like double-sided score tape to attach the ribbon to the outside and like wrapping it around to the inside of the cover. And I'm just putting it on, you know, luckily that score tape fits right within the kind of dark green, the non-sheer portion of this ribbon, so it works out perfect. And then I'm going to trim it down just a little bit because I don't want it to overlap on the inside. I just want it to meet. And we'll smooth that down. And then we can add our layer of the gold, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with the tape. It fits again just within, you know, the width of the ribbon, so it worked out perfect. Just checking my length before I add all the tape to it so it's easier to trim off. And I love making post-it note holders. I just think they're so fun, and I'm been making a lot of them lately on my channel because I'm trying to stock up for our fall craft shows, and I just thought this one would be perfect. It's got like a little bit of country, a little bit of glam. And then now that that ribbon is down, I'm going to cover that with a smaller piece. It's like 2 3/4 inch square maybe. I didn't want it to be the same size as the outside, but I did want it to be wide enough that it will cover where the ribbon meets. And it just looks like, you know, we're decorating up the inside as well. Get all that backing peeled off, and then I can go ahead and put this down. And then we're going to go back to the outside, and I found an ephemera piece. It's like one of those skulls and with flowers on it, and so I'm just going to attach that down. The wet glue seems to hold that perfectly across the ribbon and the paper. And then I'm going to bring in the stamp set, and I'm going to go with the Stay Wild Darlin' stamp. I just thought that was cute, kind of fits in with our little glam cowgirl. Didn't even really have to be cowgirl, it's just kind of like glam western feel to this post-it pad. So I'm going to bring out a scrap of that pale yellow cardstock that I used for the holder, and since this is a brand new stamp, I did kind of press it against my hand a few times to add, you know, kind of remove some of the oil from the manufacturing, and then I did stamp it a couple times just to make sure it was going to make a clean stamp since it's new. And then I just trimmed it down, and then we're just going to add that to the bottom right there. And now our decorating is done, and we can go ahead and add our pad to the inside of the holder. And I have used wet glue for this as well, but at this time, since I had the score tape on my table, I decided to go ahead and use that. It is kind of my preferred, just because I don't have to worry about dry time. It's not going to shift around on me once I put it down. Burnish that tape down, and then pull all that backing off, and then we will be able to add our pad onto the holder. And I do just try and line it up, kind of center it side to side, but line it up pretty close to that top so that our seam, you know, our spine will kind of fit it perfectly. But here's our pad. Hope you guys enjoyed the look at this kit and my first project. Stay tuned for more projects on my channel and Love from Lizi's channel. Thank you so much for your time, and hope you all have a very crafty day.